This game is rated M for mature. So first of all, before we start, I'm going to correct something that I said about the last episode, that it's not really something that I didn't cover, given that it's not technically in the game, but it is something that's pretty much in the game, given how incomplete that this game was at release. The history system. Now, histories are kind of optional little stories that you can pick for your character. They'll change around various attributes about your character, and, you know, it makes them kind of less of a blank slate. They are technically still in the game, but they're not available on the character sheet by default in the game. They can be added to the game by putting this line that I'm going to put on the screen either in the main config.cfg file if you're not running on the official patch, or you can just punch it into the console right before you go to new game and open up the character sheet. Now, they're also in by default if using the unofficial patch. I'm not personally using the unofficial patch for this playthrough. If you are playing this game today, you probably are using the unofficial patch unless you're me. And I will be going over the unofficial patch and various changes that it makes to like quest lines or characters in this game at the various applicable points in this game. It'd be kind of a lot to go over in the game because it's a lot like the unofficial Elder Scrolls patches. It does a lot to this game. Well, that certainly was an interesting start to adventure. Anyway, hello everybody, bonjour mes amis, it's Tea Party Cthulhu here, and welcome back to more Let's Play Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. In the last episode, we became a vampire, and got sent on our quest to make it to Santa Monica, courtesy of Prince Lecroix. Now, you might be wondering why I'm standing in this corner, and I assure you that there's a very, very good reason for that. And the reason is...
What a scene, man! Woo-wee! Then they just plop you out here like a naked baby in the woods. How about that? Look, kiddo, this is probably a lot for you to take in, so, why don't you let me show you the ropes? What do you say?
Who are you?
I'm Jack. What's important is I'm offering help. You make it back from Santa Monica with your hide and we'll trade life stories, okay? Till then, I got about this much time. You wait around.
Now, you might recognize the voice of this character. Smilin' Jack right here is voiced by Jean DiMaggio, who you may know for being Manly Dan in Gravity Falls, Four-Arms the Humongousaur in Ben 10, Aquaman from Batman the Brave and the Bold, Marcus Phoenix in Gears of War, Jake in Adventure Time, and of course probably most famously Bender from Futurama. Now, also an interesting thing about this kind of tutorial mission the game's giving us here, you can actually entirely skip this tutorial. If you simply just refuse Jack's request by either using the second, well, either the second or third option. The second option is a little different. He kind of just gives you a really quick rundown of everything, but you don't have to go through this entire quest line. If you just refuse the quest, you do actually still get the experience reward. You get experience kind of like WoW, where you get it from completing quests. And experienced players might also know that that might actually be a good idea to just refuse that quest. Though, of course, I love Jack here. Jack's such an awesome character. I can't get enough of him. So, of course, I'm going to be going through the tutorial. Totally not also because I want to show people who don't understand how the game works. And also because I want to show as much as I can. So, yeah, okay, I could use the help.
Alright. Now, we ain't got much time, but I figure somebody should fill you in on the bare bones stuff at least. You know, could save your hide. You look wobbly. You even had a drink yet?
I don't think I have... I mean, not like alcohol, but... I mean, we're a vampire now. Do vampires drink alcohol? This guy looks like he probably drinks alcohol, but we're gonna say no.
Oh man, we're popping a cherry here. Oh, you're gonna love this. Alright, check it out. Blood, it's your new rack of lamb, your new champagne, like your new fucking heroin, kid. Get ready though, cause hey, it's never as sweet as the first time.
Alright, what do I do?
Well, down around the corner there, I saw this human, or else hope you can't find his car.
So, what do I mean, I'm kind of new to this whole vampire thing.
Alright. You go down there, casual like. You creep up on him, then bear those little fangs and feed. Don't worry if you weren't captain of the wrestling team or something, because it'll come so naturally you think you've done it 1,000 times already.
Well, yeah, it's been one of those nights. I could use a drink. I don't think he'll become a vampire. I mean, totally not because I actually know about World of Darkness lore, but that seems a little ridiculous. So, yeah, I could use a drink.
Now go for it. Be sure though, and this is important, so listen up. Be sure not to drain him dry, okay? It might be hard to resist, but don't kill him.
Oh, no killing. Alright. Alright, so this is our blood pool. Blood pool is how we do things in this game. Lots and lots of things. Humans are an abundant source of blood in most areas of this game. That's some good advice. So Jack's telling us to go down here. This guy who can't find his car he's by a broken car. All right. I was gonna be like, how can he not find his car? There's literally a car right there, dude. So feeding on humans fills your blood pool. There's a little feeding thing right here. Don't empty it because that'll kill them. And you press F to feed. Pressing, yes, I know everybody wants me to make the joke about pressing F, but I'm not going to. But yeah, we could use a nice little drink with this wonderful 2004 animation right here. And that's enough. Alright, thanks, dude. That was a pretty awesome drink right there. Hey Jack, I'm done.
Hell yeah, you're feeling it. I can see it in your eyes. You're a born-again predator. Feel that blood bubbling inside you, lifting you up. That's it, kid. That's what it's all about right there.
Well, we could be kind of a smart ass. I guess, this guy seems like the kind of guy that would appreciate it. So great, when do I get my cape? Do I get to pick the color?
Alright, now, you got the blood, you're feeling all kick-ass, feeling better than your best day living, but wait, it gets better. All kindred, that's our word for vampire. All kindred have a few things in common. Things that set them right square above humans on the food chain.
Alright, yeah, I get it.
Sharper senses, a body that can take a beating, and if you play your cards right, eternal life. That's no sure bet, but still a chance at immortality is not a bad deal. And that's just for starters. Fringe benefits for joining the club.
Oh, I love this writing. So I'm gonna live forever? That doesn't sound very good.
Well, you can still be destroyed, but forget the books and the movies. Garlic is worthless. A cross? Shove it right up their ass. A steak? Only if it catches you in the heart, and then it just paralyzes you. Running water? That's no problem. I bathe. Occasionally. Now, a shotgun blast to the head. Oh, that's trouble, boy. Fire? That's real trouble. Sunlight? Well, you catch the sunrise and it's all over, kiddo. Get it?
Yeah, got it.
Okay, now. You inside here and head upstairs.
Well, I didn't mean to interrupt his dialogue, but the game did it for me. So, yeah, you can press the use key, because this is a source game. You can open doors. Doors in this game suck, because this is an old source game. Alright. This wonderful broken down garage. Hey, you can press the spacebar to jump. This is a source game. I wouldn't have ever guessed that. Platforming! I know, what a good platforming game. Really awesome. Regular Mario right here. Ah, this is showing an extremely important part of this game where if you haven't played the tabletop game, or tabletop games in general, probably wouldn't understand this. Your feats are a combination of various abilities and attributes. I went over this in character creation, but I mean, who knows, you might not have watched that video. I don't really blame you if you didn't. So inspection is one of those feats. It combines perception and investigation. It allows you, the game basically just shows you hidden and secret things, like the lockpicks I have. You can see the feats listed on the right side. And of course you can pick up certain objects because this is the World of Darkness. Or not because of the World of Darkness, because it's a source game. Now, our inspection is actually 2. I'm pretty sure it will always be 2. No, it can be 1 if you don't put 1 point into investigation. I don't know if that means that it won't show up if you have your investigation at 1. But we get a lockpick. I could imagine that being very useful.
Come down here. Stay away from the window. Oh, it's a Sabat raid. Sabat? They're, Christ, I told her to spray this shit to lair. The Sabat. They're mostly mindless, bloodthirsty assholes. That's all you need to know for now, alright?
So, what's up?
The Sabat got wind of the gathering here, so they figured they'd raise a little hell and put a little heat on the
Ah, vampire politics. What's the Prince of?
No time for political rundown. Job 1, get out of here alive. Sabat might be mindless, but they hit like a Mack truck, like raging savages. Nothing a fledgling like you wants to mess with.
So what am I supposed to do?
Shh, shh. Heads up. Back away.
2004.
Dumb, frenzied Sabat bastards. Alright, we gotta vamoose out the back quick. I'll stay and keep a watch out. You get us into the office. The door's around the corner here.
Alright, I'm on it. Alright, we get quest logs. This is actually our first quest in the game. I mean, unsurprisingly, this is an RPG. You're gonna get quests. And you can check the quest log and it basically just goes over what you can do. I'm gonna try and not rag on the graphical quality of this game too much like I was during that cutscene, because honestly, for 2004 standards, this game doesn't look too bad. It looks comparable to Half-Life 2, which, considering this game was completed before it, makes sense. And even the prequel, well, not the prequel, but the previous game in the series, Vampire the Masquerade Redemption, was actually like a really good looking game for its time. So this door is locked. Because we picked up that lockpick, we can use lockpicking, which is a feat combination of dexterity and security, and we can open locked doors to do this using E, the use button, or as I like to call it, the do things button in this game. Luckily, we don't need to roll for it because we're playing a video game. And we did it. Well, lockpicking skills succeeded 1. I don't think it's even possible to fail that lock.
Shortcut. Well, nicely done, though. Not exactly an angel in life, were you?
Jack's the smart one here. I had my moments.
Cool. Now, if you want a lesson on how really not to act, take notes from those Sabat assholes. You're a big bad vampire. Yeah, great, congrats. Now keep it to yourself. You go roar and you beat your chest, and that's what you can expect.
Wait, I still got that list of people from high school, though. Why not?
It's the same reason you don't let humans see you feeding. It's why the wolf doesn't want the sheep to know he's there. It's also why you don't go juggling dumpsters or outrun the 815 from Sacramento, and it's why you didn't know any of this when you woke up this morning.
If you remember that little Masquerade thing I talked about in the character creation, and if you're familiar with anything about World of Darkness and the Masquerade in general, you know what he's talking about here. But yeah, I get it.
Keep our secret, and you make things easier on all of us. We're living in the age of cell phone cameras. Fuck-ups ain't tolerated. Makes sense enough, right? Well, it ain't a casual thing for a fledgling like you.
If only Jack knew the technological advancements that would come in our time. What do you mean? What could happen?
That party back there with the guy in the suit and the Magilla Gorilla? The assholes that put your sire to death? That's the Camarilla. They make a tidy business out of enforcing vampire laws like this one.
Now, this is kind of the first point in the entire game where we can start to take sides in the whole vampire politics of this realm. I'm not going to be explicitly stating which side I'm taking. Anybody who's played this game before probably already knows, because, not to really spoil it, but this game does have multiple endings based on who you side with, and how I'm going to be playing. There's one ending that's kind of the quote-unquote good ending, and there's some bad endings. They're not explicitly good or bad by the game, but anybody who's played this game before knows which endings I'm talking about. I'm going to be trying to get those. I will be showing all the other endings and showing what you do if you maybe take some choice in this game. I'm going to be attempting to cover every single side quest in this game, and I might not be able to show all of them, at least not in one consistent playthrough, because some of them are exclusive based on various choices you make, and it's impossible to do them all in one continuous playthrough, kind of like, Elder Scrolls style. I'll at least try to show them all in footage, because thank God for the save system in this game. I will be noting which ones I've done canonically for this character, but I will be showing all the other ones in case you want to make those choices. So, we'll leave it to just I see, because, I'm not too big of a fan of the Camarilla.
Alright, now don't worry, because I know the area a little, and you know what? I'm glad we're in this situation, you and I. It illustrates a point. You gotta utilize your surroundings.
Okay, that's kind of vague. What does that mean?
You do what you gotta do. Theft, destruction of property, breaking and entering. These will be the least of your sins before the night's out. So look around here. We gotta get out the back there through that magnetically sealed door. There must be a key someplace.
Alright, yeah, I'll find it. So, our area indicator. This indicates basically how bad we're allowed to be. In a combat area, you can basically do anything. Masquerade areas, don't break the Masquerade. Don't go juggling dumpsters or outrun the 815 from Sacramento, as Jack says. And Elysium is vampire neutral ground. You can't do any combat stuff here. It's basically like, oh, you're in my house, don't be bad. So yeah, don't break the Masquerade. You can get vampire hunters, and of course cause the game over if you do it too many times. It's probably a bad idea. So yeah, there's this magnetically sealed door here that we need to get out of. Well, this computer looks like could be useful. When you see computer, you can use them. Computers are useful in this game because this game came out in 2004, and even back then, computers can do everything. But apparently people in this game are way smarter than people in real life, and they will usually be password protected. You can hack, though, in this game, of course. Just use wits plus computer, and you can hack into things that require password. So, hey, safe. That looks like what we're looking for. So use Control-C to attempt hacking with all these gunshots in the background. And we make hack attempt at skill 1. And, ooh, our skill is too low because it is difficulty 2, and our skill is only 1 for hacking. Ooh, sorry about that. I actually got that part wrong. I forgot I didn't put points into wits or computer this time, so I actually am unable to hack this computer right now. So we gotta look around, we gotta try and find the password. Oh, well luckily there's a very convenient note right here. And of course they just tell us the password. So yeah, I said people in this game were smarter than real life, actually password protecting stuff. Yeah, not really. They just leave the password on the wall. So we know the password for safe now is Chop Chop. If you hack, you'll find that out by yourself. And so now, well, let's unlock it. Hey, safe door's unlocked. That's awfully convenient. So now we can open the safe. You can open containers because the magic of the source engine. And we get the Chop Chop key.
There we go. Now take that key card and head out the back. I'll meet you out in the alley there. I'm gonna check out things from topside.
Got it. So now we can access our inventory because this is an RPG. All the important keys that we'll be carrying is keyring. This is something that the Elder Scrolls could have really taken note from, with how many freaking keys that you get in the Elder Scrolls, especially Skyrim. My little brother, his Skyrim account, he literally has like hundreds of keys, just cluttering his inventory. Just, oh my god, so obnoxious. Especially Oblivion has that problem too. So now we can open this because we have the key. And we can go downstairs! You might be noticing I'm kind of waiting up against doors. This is an old Source Engine game, so doors in this game kind of suck, and you'll like never go through them, you'll get stuck. Oh no, we've been wounded because we've been shot. So this blue bar on the left is basically our health. As we sustain damage, it'll turn black. And if you, of course, if it's completely depleted, well, you die. And your health regens over time because you're a vampire. If it's yellow, that means you get aggravated damage, like fire on various supernatural things. It takes a lot longer to heal. So let's go see Jack.
Fucking waste of unlife, these Sabat vatos. You get winged? Hey, look at them potholes. Those will close up soon enough. Better feed, though. There's someone down the stairs here. It's not the freshest catch, but he'll do.
Wait, what? Blood's blood, though. What's the difference?
Well, when it comes to feeding, it's quality blood you're looking for, not the quantity. Bums and lowlife don't pack the same punch that a healthy, well-bred human will. Juice bags with a pedigree. That's the good stuff. But you gotta take what you can get. You ever had a PhD, kid? Ooh, that's good stuff.
No, if you say so.
Remember what I said, though. Don't kill them. At least not the innocent ones. You're a monster now. Make no mistake. One of the damned and the fallen. You need to hold on to every last shred of humanity you have.
Let's say I get a little overzealous and maybe, don't have the best self-control. What happens then?
An innocent's an innocent. You kill one, even a worthless bum, even by accident, and it's gonna cost you a piece of your own humanity. Bring you closer to that beast you got welling up inside you.
Well, what's the beast? I'm explaining this for my audience right here, Jack. You might want to help me out here. What exactly does that mean?
The beast? It's always there. It's waiting to take over. When it does, it's like a wild animal wearing your skin. Desperate, scared, reckless. He'll do anything to survive, and it's you that has to deal with the consequences.
So I can't kill anyone? That seems a little restricting. I mean, you can kill anyone you want in the Elder Scrolls and nobody cares.
I said innocent humans. If some asshole levels a 12 gauge your way, you drain him, skin him, and bash in his skull. Self-preservation is a vital part of humanity, after all. My favorite part, in fact.
I love Jack so much. I think I follow.
The only way to fight the beast is to keep in touch with your humanity, and don't go hungry. It's a fine line.
Alright, got it.
Alright, now go feed. Careful, though. He's gonna drain fast.
Be back in a minute. Now, you can't actually purposely play as a low humanity character in this game. You get some really funny dialogue options if it happens. Like, there's some really, really choice dialogue options that happen if you're, like, a really low humanity character. They're really funny. But I'm gonna probably be playing a high humanity character because I want to be kind of a good person, and I don't want to risk frenzying all the time because that's kind of annoying for an LP. So, hey dude, looking a little wobbly. Is that just your 2004 animation, or? Oh, okay, he tried to say something, but this game's not exactly the best made. So we'll just fill up a little bit on him. Thanks, dude. Bye.
Not quite as good, huh? Eh, you can do worse. There's some rats down the way. You think I'm kidding? You can survive feeding on animals if you can stomach that kind of thing.
Oh, worse than that bum's neck? That scarf tastes like old gyms. Oh, I love this game's writing. Yeah, that bum was kind of gross.
Well, give it a try.
I'll think about it. So, rats can be fed upon to gain a single blood point over there. There are rats over there. And, of course, humans don't exactly like seeing that. Now, this part is actually entirely optional in this quest. You do not have to do this at all. But, just for the sake of completeness and showing off more of Jack's amazing dialogue, I'll go ahead and do it. So, give me that. And we have a full blood meter. That's pretty awesome to start off with. That's not gonna last very long.
You rat sucker. Hey, I don't care what you do, but just so you know, polite vampire society looks down on that kind of thing.
I could imagine. After tasting one of those, I don't really blame him.
Down. Got someone around the way here.
Oh, alright, got it. Just one guy.
Not too much of a threat by himself, but you never know if there's more in shouting range. You're gonna have to sneak past.
Sneak where?
The building across from us with the garage door. There's some double doors on the far side. I'll meet you inside. Just stay low and stick to the shadows. And don't let him see you.
Alright, I'll do my best. See you in a minute.
Alright, go.
Gone. So yes, we can sneak. It's a combination of dexterity and stealth, and sneaking obviously allows you to move without being detected. You must be crouched to sneak. If you've ever played any of the Elder Scrolls games, which I seem to be comparing this game a lot to, you'll know how this works. The meter on the left basically indicates proximity and their chances of looking at you. Green means you're completely safe, yellow means you might be seen, and red means if they look in your direction, they will see you. And their chance of detecting you is directly tied to your sneaking feat. So, let's move through here. We can see... Oh, we actually can see the guy. Oh yeah, there he is. Okay. It's a little dark. So one helpful tip for anybody playing this game, or any Source game in general, is, especially in this game, the movement might be kind of slow at times. If you strafe up against the wall, if you hold like up and right while you're up against the wall right here, you'll actually move faster. It's a kind of a tech in the Source engine called wall strafing. Oh. Awesome, we got detected. And try again, remember to crouch by pressing control. Whoa. And yeah, okay, nice. Nice, we got detected. Fun fact, this is not the first time I ever failed that. My first time recording this, actually my first few times recording this, I failed this mission like 5 times. I failed such a ridiculous amount on this stealth mission. Now we can actually wait until he crosses this area, which is probably the smart thing to do. And whoa, it blew up. Nice. So now we can cross it. That's the smart thing to do instead of just running full speed.
Keep it quiet. They're inside here. Seems that shovelhead outside just got separated from his pack. He's wounded too. Go take care of him. Don't worry. He's probably greener than you.
Wait, that's pretty green. We're literally new, so What do you mean by that?
The Sabbat, you see, they don't have the most rigorous training program. In fact, that poor sod is lucky if he knows he's a vampire.
Anybody who's familiar with World of Darkness canon might take a little offense to how the Sabbat is characterized in this game, but I think it's at least pretty interesting to characterize kind of a villain, at least an early game villain in this way. I know spoilers, early game villain, but how can that be?
He's probably just turned and beaten over the head. They like to do that, make shock troops, cannon fodder, put him out of his misery.
I'll do my best.
He is a vampire, so be ready.
I was born ready.
Go get him.
I'm on it. So you can do unarmed combat. You can equip your fists using F1 things, though they're actually equipped. Well, they're equipped right now by default, but you'll have different weapons. In fact, we'll be getting a weapon very, very, very soon. Unarmed combat is a combination of strength and brawl, and it will affect how successful you are in unarmed combat. So you can run up to the dude and just kind of whack him around. You can kind of combo in this game if you basically attack with the right timing. It's an extremely simple combat system. So we just picked up a tire iron. This will help us a little bit. Basically, we have a melee weapon now, which means we'll be doing slightly more damage as long as your melee combat is higher than our unarmed, which ours isn't. So honestly, I don't even know if we'll do more damage that way. For some reason, my function keys aren't working, so I actually have to go in the menu to equip it. I don't know if the game actually requires you to equip it here, but I'll equip it anyway, just to show it off.
That's that. Sounds like you got another pack moving in, though. The Sabbat are going all out. You better head underground, avoid stray bullets.
Sounds like a smart idea.
Alright, head down into the basement through the grate in there. Keep that tire iron handy. I'll be there in a minute.
Alright, we'll make it down here and hopefully take care of a few of these Sabbat battles, as he calls them. Ooh, there's one right there. So when you're in a position to perform a stealth kill, you'll see that little icon. I love the dice rolling right there. Anybody who's actually played a tabletop game would probably have a heart attack seeing those, though that 6 might be kind of nice. Stealth kills are completely silent, which is really, really awesome in this game. You can equip your fist or melee weapon, crouch and sneak up, and then press the use key to do a stealth kill. Like this. That looks similar if you've ever played Manhunt. Hey, Jack.
Not sure what's going on. Sounds like the Sabbat's getting scattered. I'm gonna keep an ear to the ground. Be careful going forward here. Could be a whole mess of them holed up.
The more the merrier.